white trunks with the black trim, the white shoes, and we're just about ready to go. The opening bell, let's see what happens. Tyson attacks immediately, cuts off the ring, throws the wild right hand. This is round one, we're just underway. Spinks not able to hold him off so far with a jab. He tries to come back at him, but Tyson walks right through it. Tyson showing no fear, no respect at all here in round one. And Michael Spinks has to hang on for the first time in the fight. Frank Cappuccino has to separate the two. Absolutely no fear and no respect by Tyson for any jabs or anything that Mike Spinks can do. Tyson just looking for the opportunity to land a vicious left hook and then a right hand. While Michael Spinks was successful against Larry Holmes, an aging Larry Holmes, and he was successful against the guy that hadn't fought in a long time in Jerry Cooney, the right hand lands to the head of Mike Spinks. It's Tyson all the way here in round number one. Vicious shots to the body. Nothing really heavy landing yet, but he's taking them. The uppercut, body shot, down goes Mike Spinks for the first time. The count is up to 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. That was a body shot that took him down. Here comes Mike Spinks in. He leads to the right hand. Down he goes. I don't think you get up from this. Mike Spinks is laying flat on his back. The count is up to 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. He won't be able to do it. It's all over. Mike Tyson has won it. Spinks almost fell back, bro. A dramatic first round knockout for Mike Tyson. Unbelievable strike. It came in the first round.
Spinks has to keep moving because every shot. Oh,
uppercut landed inside.
What happened was Michael Tyson just absolutely attacked him. Watch this. He bangs him right back, and you see them counting for the knockdown. A different angle of it. Bang! He nails him with a right hand. It puts him right back, and you see the eyes are wide open right there. And at that stage, I was standing almost right on top of him. Here it is, bang! It's a left hook, and that's all there is to it. That angle shows you exactly what it was. The man couldn't move. Just sprawled right out. There was no question when he went down. And now the question is, who in this world has any chance against this man? Frank Bruno has to be totally intimidated. Look at the leg.
So Kevin Kelly landed only 10 punches in the first round, but it only took one to do the damage which won him the round.
I think it was a wonderful feat by Naseem to be able to get knocked down and then have your opponent running from you at the end of the round. He got up and made Kelly run. Now they will get a good, powerful right jab by Kevin Kelly.
Strong jab. Backs Naseem up. Naseem in the ropes. First time he's been in the ring with a fighter of Kevin Kelly's class. The wonderful thing coming into tonight was you knew that anything could happen. And one of the things that could happen would be that the Prince was exposed as a fraud. His gloves touch the canvas. The count begins. The second knockdown for Kelly. So one knockdown in each round now for Kevin Kelly.
Yeah, I think the last knockdown was fluke.
Kelly was down. I thought that was a knockdown that Kelly should have been scored for a knockdown.
Angie Esteves waved it off and ruled it a slip. So it does not count as a knockdown against Kelly. Ahmed's been down twice. The knockdown, the apparent knockdown of Kelly ruled a slip. Hard right hand inside by Kelly.
The Prince has not seen this kind of power before.
Well, but Hamed is supposed to have power of his own with his quickness, and we haven't seen the evidence of that as yet.
I think the mistake he made.
There we saw it right there.
There's the power. There's the power you were talking about. And Kelly is stunned.
Hey, come on, baby.
And Hamed nods to him. Now we're in a fight.
Green break, no. Right side over. Let's go.
And Kelly gets out of his boxing stance and decides to go to war. Now he settles back.
The more Naseem decides to be orthodox, the more trouble he gets himself into. So it's at his advantage to stay wild. Drop your hand, make this guy wait for you.
Kelly lands a hard chopping left, and another. Naseem seemingly beginning to weather Kevin's punches a little bit better.
You can see Naseem is trying to get the rhythm to Kelly, and he's not able to do that.
Dropping his hand, switching from side to side. Now he goes back into a boxing stance.
5 seconds.
Round 2 is going to come to a close, having seen knockdowns for each fighter.
We don't see this very often in one round, a fighter getting knocked down twice. You saw that Kelly landed a left and then a right. The first one was a knockdown. The referee was a little late getting in as he got up again. But he did bounce up. Give him that. And they're flush on the jaw. Kelly, like Junior Jones, his pal in the first fight, got a little cocky with his power, left himself open, and caught one from Hamed.
And that's what was ruled a slip right there, Larry.
Seconds out.
It could have been race, but on the other hand, they're telling Holyfield in his corner to play a little bit more defense. But
Holyfield lands a left hook, and Cooper wobbles again. Cooper grins as if to say, you didn't hurt me. That usually means you did.
And that's exactly what he did with Ray Mercer. He'd take those bombs right on the button, and then they'd grin at Mercer. I think Cooper's soft spot is to the body, and I really think that's where Georgie Benton told Holyfield to go to work, to the body.
Yeah, the instruction was quit tying him up. You waste a lot of energy that way. Bang to the body instead. Easier said than done when the man puts his head right on your chest all the time.
And again, even though Holyfield, in my opinion, is winning the fight, he's fighting Cooper's fight. And there's that sneaky right hand of Bert Cooper's.
And Holyfield wobbles in the corner. The champion in trouble. Cooper bangs away. Holyfield almost goes down. Mills Lane's going to call it a knockdown and give him the count. Evander Holyfield floored in the 3rd round by Bert Cooper. And a long way to go. You've got high drama in Atlanta. Another right hand lands flush.
There's that sneaky right hand, Jim.
Holyfield in serious, serious trouble.
And he's overworking that right hand.
A long way to go. Holyfield almost went down again.
Holyfield just really doesn't know where he is right now.
His head is starting to clear.
He's fighting on heart alone right now, Jim. Heart alone is keeping Evander Holyfield up. And Cooper may have punched himself out a little bit with that flurry.
Oh, what a right hand by Holyfield. And now it's Cooper who is standing stock still. Oh, what a sensational right cross Holyfield landed to start this rally. But Bert Cooper won't go down. You're looking at one of the
Evander
memorable rounds.
Holyfield better watch out and better remember defense. Believe me, right at this moment, anybody can get hit, can go.
Holyfield misses the right. Cooper lands. Here comes Evander, though. I just said, one of the memorable rounds in recent heavyweight history. It isn't even over yet.
Evander is fighting strictly with heart at the moment, Jim. No brains, no smarts, just trying to outgut the other guy. There's that sneaky right hand again.
Bang, right on the Holyfield chin. Evander is wobbling as the round comes to a close.
It doesn't get much better than that, but it shocked a lot of people.
Suck it up. Come on, get on the punches, go. This guy's swinging at your hair.
match that really hurt Holyfield. Paying the price of not fighting the fight he planned for. And here, this is just an example of one man's incredible...
CompuBox numbers. Pacquiao landed 23, Cotto landed 21. Harold, how do you have it coming to the pool?
Okay, Jim. 29, 27, 2 rounds to 1, Manny Pacquiao. Jim, I got to tell you, Manny Pacquiao, I think the guy would be the fastest one in any division that he fights in. I mean, the hand speed is absolutely tremendous. I thought Miguel Cotto did enough to win round 1 with that real good left jab. Manny Pacquiao gets an extra point to round 3 for the knockdown. 2 rounds to 1, Pacquiao.
Cotto popping Pacquiao against the ropes. So far, round 4 has belonged to Miguel Cotto. Now here comes Pacquiao beginning to open up his offense. Little body shot with the right hand.
Pacquiao seems to be taking Cotto's shots. Well, we'll see if they accumulate over the course of a fight that doesn't appear to be a short one.
Step back, fellas.
Not so far, although anything can happen at any moment.
Very seldom I saw a fighter that can fight the way Pacquiao can fight, moving in and out, punching from all angles, and a variety of punches, and everything from a rhythm. You know, as Harold said earlier, he's got speed, but not just speed, but punching power, and that's with either hand.
But since the knockdown, it seems Cotto has tightened his defense a bit. He's not getting hit as much since the knockdown took place.
He really didn't make a mistake when he got knocked down. It was one of those perfectly timed little punches, which Manny is known for.
Flurry of punches for Pacquiao. Cotto finally answers back with the right hand. Straight left lands for Manny. Does he have Cotto in trouble? No, Cotto's firing back. Pacquiao against the ropes. Freddie Roach thinks this is a very bad idea. Cotto pounding away. He's got the big advantage when Pacquiao's against the ropes.
Cotto has beaten down bigger fighters.
I think he's taking a breather, but I don't think he's hurt. You know, he had a good flurry right there. He's rested up, but at this point, he's catching every punch that Cotto throws.
Well, the reason he's taking a breather, Manuel, may be that he's taking more punches than we've seen him take.
Well, you know, he's got a guy that not just saying that Cotto can beat him physically handling, but that's Cotto's style anyways, to be a bully. Some guys are bigger, but they're not known for being physical.
He may have gone to the ropes to let Cotto throw, thinking he could counter him with something big. Now it's Cotto whose back is against the rope, and he fights his way off and goes down again. Cotto landed a big left-hand shot, and then Pacquiao caught him with the right hook again.
And Cotto was hurt by that knockdown, where he wasn't hurt by the first one. Only a few seconds left in the round.
And it ruins a round that Cotto was on his way to winning.
But that's why I say Manny's so dangerous. He got unbelievable reflexes. It's hard to change him.
Crowd is on fire after 4 fabulous rounds.
Come on, breathe deeply through your nose. Inhale. Come on, you're doing his game plan. Box intelligently. Stalin, come on. Let's go. You're more intelligent than he is. Let's go, let's go. We can do it. We can do it. We can recoup. We can recoup. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's recoup.
Here we see Manny Pacquiao do what he does the best. Land punches from all kind of angles and positions where no one else could even have a defense against it. That's what he's known for. It's very difficult to trade with him.
And this time it was the left hand that caused the knockdown. The right hook helped, but the left landed right on the point.
Round number 5 begins. Angulo has finished all the exchanges. You saw the way he finished round number 4. Tripled up the left hand and moved away from danger. He's outworked Gutierrez, and he is concentrated on the body. He has not forgotten about the body. Lennox, what can Gutierrez do to stem the tide here of Alfredo Angulo? Hurt Angulo! It was a left hand to the chin that hurt him.
There's the answer to your question. He's a one-punch banger, Gutierrez, and that left hook.
And something was coming because he was saving all his energy for that one big punch.
Now does Angulo have the know-how to tie his man up and stem the tide.
Oh, he's awake. That punch didn't really affect him. That was just a wake-up punch for him. Gutierrez needs to come back and put the pressure on. He needs to start everything off with a jab. He's looking just to get in there and throw that left hook, right hand. But if he starts it off with a jab, it may open more doors for him.
As Richard Gutierrez changed the complexion of this fight. Here in round number 5, chops the right hand, throws the left to the ear. Oh, he's hurt. Chops the right hand.
He's hurt.
Gutierrez is hurt. That right hand hurt him.
Yeah, let me
now
tell you.
Angulo looking to finish it off. Right to the stomach. Gutierrez hurt here in round 5. Angulo puts his hands together.
What a chin Gutierrez has. He's taking some bombs.
Right hand just missed. Gutierrez trying to hold on. Under a minute to go here in the 5th.
And what heart. He's still winging shots, Gutierrez.
Angulo goes to southpaw. Now goes back to conventional.
A lot of time left in this fight, in this round, I should say. Whether Gutierrez can knock out those cobwebs and get those cobwebs out of his head, I doubt it. Right now he's under some serious pressure.
You see the difference in the two when they had each other hurt. Angulo's much calmer and more precise with his attack.
And he digs in with a right-left combination. Right hand again. Right hand just missed. Then a left hand to the jaw. Gutierrez rocked again. Right hand across. And Gutierrez is hurt. Tony Weeks has stopped it here in the 5th.
And that's a case of Gutierrez's chin and heart actually working against him. Had he been put down at some point or held, Weeks would likely have not stopped the fight. As it was, Gutierrez was a sitting duck for those hard shots, and Weeks felt he had no choice.
Gutierrez hurt Angulo in round number 5, and then Angulo hurt him not once but twice, and Tony Weeks stops it. His girlfriend Jessica, Mom Rebecca.
Caught him on the top of the head, then on the chin, then the right hand again, and he was definitely hurt. Angulo is studying the situation. This is the end, where the referee stops it. Still studying the situation. As you can see, Gutierrez is not steady on his legs. Referee's jumping in there, didn't want him to take any more punishment and stop the fight. Here it is.
You think it was a good stoppage, Lennox? There was a right, then a left hand to the chin, and hit kind of at the chest and the chin. He was off balance. Obviously, he was hurt. He did not go down. Do you agree with the stoppage?
Yeah, you know, I would have rather him go down before he got stopped, but, you know, referee's closer to the situation and can tell what...
ER, the emergency room.
Delay as the ring rope is repaired. Just to the right of Ivan Robinson at the edge of the screen, there was a repair on the ring rope. That's done now. Gotti starts out popping 2 little jabs. In round 5, Gotti threw 106 punches. Robinson threw 96. Between them, they landed 77. So it continues as a war as we move into the 6th of a scheduled 10.
Robinson came into this fight as a 4 or 5 to 1 underdog. He is not an underdog anymore.
And those odds were a little lopsided to begin with, just because of the manifest skills that Robinson has demonstrated throughout his career as both an amateur and a pro. He knows how to fight.
That's right. Well, and he's taking a great punch here.
Taking a beautiful punch here, Larry.
That comes from conditioning, determination.
Taking a punch from a guy who outweighs him 8 or 9 pounds in the ring tonight. But in addition to constantly living in desperation in the ring, Gotti is constantly fighting the battle of making weight. at 135, or even more desperately prior to this at 130, and that takes a lot out of him too. He walks around at over 160.
Must have been hanging out with Vince Phillips.
I got you. Let him out.
Well, his left hook is just as stout as Vince Phillips' straight right hand.
Yes, it is. See when he moved his head left and right there, and Ivan couldn't pinpoint him to land a big shot on him. That's what he needs to do more, move his head.
Robinson stunning Gotti inside. The straight right hand stopped Gotti in his tracks. Arturo not throwing. Robinson with a chance for a knockout. Gotti holds on.
He was definitely wobbled and ready to be taken, but Robinson momentarily got tired and had to back off.
Now when Gotti got into this kind of trouble against Gabriel Ruelas, Ruelas left openings and Gotti landed the left hook that won him the fight. Robinson has to be careful as he continues to land shots.
And there it was. Oh, he got caught with a big punch.
Look, can you believe this guy? Can you believe Gotti?
This is unbelievable.
He can't walk into nothing big either, though, Jim.
So both men come close to scoring knockouts in round number 6.
And Gotti finishes stronger.
Combinations, I want you to fall. Hey, don't stand up there straight when you... All right, let it go. Let it go.
Here we see Robinson landing this real devastating flurry, and at the end of the round, when Robinson thought it...
ですよね。つなぎパンチ。夕立のようなパンチですよね。
さあ、第7ラウンドです。WBC、IBF 世界ジュニアフライ級タイトルマッチ。一方的なペースになってきました。チャンピオンケイロン・トランス、ウンベルト・ゴンサレス。
サマンもここで勝負、このラウンドで勝負かけないとストップされる可能性あるんですよね。やっぱり勝負かけてきましたね。
右ダウン。右がヒットしました。チャンピオンダウンです。そして出血がおびただしい出血です。
だいぶ血流れてますね。
ダウンを奪われましたチャンピオン。左フック大きく振っていきます。サマン・ソーチョドロン、このラウンドにかけています。
危ないですね。
左を振った。
効いてますね、効いてますよ。
右を出していきます。挑戦者、右左フック効いてました。ストップ。試合終了です。試合終了。
大逆転ですね。
チャンピオン敗れました。ウンベルト・ゴンザレス敗れました。
倒しに行ってですね、お互い足キャンバスにつけて打ち合ったんですね。
ゴンサレスがちょっとよくボディーブローを打つときにノーガードになって打つ場合あるんですよね。そういうところ真ん中打たれましたね。この一発だけじゃなくてその連打してる最中に打たれてましたけどね。
だからチャンスとピンチっていうのはもう紙一重ですね。ゴンサレスが倒しにかかってたんですけどね。そのパンチはやはり打ち疲れもあるから効いてましたよね。
しかしどれだけ追い込まれていてもパンチ力を持っている選手とはこういうのがあるんですね。
ですから最後まで分からないっていう選手につきものはパンチ持ってる選手が多いですよね。
そうですね。この試合まで26勝のうち21の KO 勝利がありました。
やっぱりチャンスになった時の連打っていうのは
3番は早いですよ。はい。
Headed early into round 8. One whale of a fight so far between Yaki Lopez and Matt Franklin for the North American Boxing Federation Light Heavyweight Championship.
That eye opened up right again, Hugh. Talking with Jimmy Del Piano, I didn't get a chance to see what they were using on it, but again, as I say, that doesn't look like a bad cut. It's a bleeding cut because the man's a bleeder, but it doesn't look like a bad cut.
Well, there were about 6 combinations in a row by Matt Franklin. And boy, Jack, he is whipping in that right hand. Oh,
he just put the right hand.
Oh, did he take a good shot from Yaki Lopez? Matt Franklin is in bad shape against the ropes.
And if Yaki Lopez doesn't economize, he's going to be in bad shape.
Franklin is rolling off the ropes.
Yaki Lopez has to pick his shots, Hugh. He could throw the wad in this round, and we've seen Matt Franklin come back too many times.
That's why Frank Capsino has not done anything yet. Matt is really trying to weather the storm, and Yaki Lopez has thrown everything.
And the one shot he should be using, he's not, and that's the right uppercut. He's not using it.
Matt Franklin rolling against the ropes. Jack, I think he's weathered it. Where do you see him force out?
If he has,
look at him laugh!
Yaki Lopez is in trouble if he has.
What a round for Matt Franklin as Yaki Lopez hit him with everything except the Phillies bat rack, and back comes Matt Franklin. He's got Yaki Lopez in heavy trouble right in front of us, Jack.
What a round.
Boy, the joint is on its feet as Matt Franklin.
That cut opened up a little bit more with that exchange.
Only he can do it, now conserving the energy.
Lopez just threw the wad too much.
I've seen Matt Franklin too many times to think he was going to go down, Jack, because his knees did not buckle. Weathered the storm, and as soon as I saw him push off with the left, saw him get back into the act. 30 seconds to go in round 8. And
you have to remember,
round.
You don't win a round in 20 seconds either, and Lopez comes back again. Lopez did all of the work in this round and maybe did too much of it for his own good.
Positively, Jack, you stayed right with it. Now Matt Franklin wants to finish off with a flurry. Going to that loop-a-doop.
Good hook to the body by Lopez, even though he was hurt by a right hand.
Just 5 seconds, 3, 2, 1, that's it. What a round. Take a look at this.
Good right hand shot and get him in trouble. Did he throw too much at one sustained point there?
Yeah, he should have threw some uppercuts. He kept banging to the body.
Here we go. Here comes some of the action. Let's call it here. This might be, is this late round?
Right,
there's the right
he hurt
hand.
him there.
There's the right hand.
He hurt him there, and he just kept coming in and worked the body. Should have been bringing some in between the gloves.
In other words, what he's not doing is using the right uppercut.
Right, he should have used the right uppercut in both corners.
Okay, how much is this round going to take out of each fighter?
Dundee tells Leonard to box. Petronelli tells Hagler to slug. Get out there and put some pressure on. Be aggressive. Brawl with him.
You know, Tim, all these fights have ebbs and flows. Now, Leonard was very tired before. He may be getting his second win, and Hagler may be getting a little tired.
Could be a telling round in that respect.
Vicious body punch by Hagler, though, Tim. Flashy combination, but only one of the punches landed.
He was able to escape, however. His footwork continues to be
Hagler was
impressive.
just so slow getting off when he has Leonard on the ropes. He should let that left hand to the body go right away. And then he can throw the other punches. But he looks for openings. By the time he looks, Leonard's gone.
Ray Leonard warned for holding again by Richard Steele. Again, Leonard flat-footed on the ropes, but Hagler not getting much done.
He's trying to hit the head. The body doesn't move. Just bang to the body. Nice combination by Ray.
There's a solid.
That was the best punch of the fight.
Hagler straight
best
down the
punch
middle.
of the fight for Hagler.
Hagler backing up Leonard into the Leonard corner. Short right uppercut.
He's nailing him now, Tim.
Right to the chin.
That's where he has to put that left hand.
Leonard in some difficulty. Hasn't thrown a punch out of this corner. Now he does. Trying to bang his way out.
Look at that determination of Ray Leonard. You talk about a champion.
What a display.
Absolutely gritted his teeth. Look at him go.
Again, in the middle of the ring. And Hagler stays there and punches back. A right by Leonard.
What a display, Tim. You talk about a champion, but he's got that solid rock to move, and Hagler just keeps methodically moving forward.
Under a minute to go, round 9. Most of the crowd here on its feet. Trading over there on the far side. Again, Hagler gets the best of it, but Leonard just keeps firing.
Leonard is punching in desperation now, though, Tim. Really trying. What a display.
Leonard holding on, and Hagler just slapping in
He's tired, Tim. Look at those arms. Yeah, but he tries to be tricky. Nothing's going to help him, though, Tim. Not when he's tired the way he's tired now.
Hagler trying to find openings. Maybe a little arm weary, Gil. He's not throwing enough punches.
Well, we said they were going to have to fight, and they're fighting.
They're both exhausted from this round. That's the end of this 9th round, an incredible round.
There you go. Put your head down. Okay, we got 9 minutes.
There it was.
Straight left hand down the pipe from Marvin Hagler. And then Sugar Ray Leonard coming out of the corner where he had just had his hands up to protect himself and then battered his way out of the corner. Now there is a round, Gil, where I've scored that round for Marvin Hagler, but you've got a lot of emotion involved here. And I think in the minds of the judges, it's going to be hard to separate what they admire in this performance from what's actually happening.
Rose has not taken a point away from Riddick Bowe as yet.
Round 10 begins. If they complete this round, Riddick Bowe will have gone just as far as he's ever gone before in a professional prize fight.
Riddick Bowe is able to land 3 good combinations now. Evander Holyfield can have his first visit to the campus. He's been a gentleman all this time. He can't understand someone being so dirty.
So you see Holyfield going down in this round, and Bowe stuns him with an uppercut. And just like that, the champion struggles to stay on his feet. What a heart by Holyfield.
He's going to stay on his feet.
He's hanging in there. Gets away from a right hand, blocks another one. Bowe throwing and throwing, now goes to the body. Holyfield somehow standing up, but staying too close to Bowe. Joe Cortez watching. Champion gets the benefit of the doubt.
That was a right uppercut that started that sequence.
Now Bowe has got to start all over again.
And Holyfield weathers the storm and comes back throwing.
If Bowe starts over all over again, he can do it all over again.
Let's see if he has the patience. Evander Holyfield's incredible powers of recovery once again on display. Remember how he came back from the knockdown against Cooper and threw one of the great left hooks you've ever seen about 30 seconds later?
At that time, Evander could see. This time, Evander Holyfield has no vision at all. That left jab has been the most devastating thing in his life. Bowe is only resting from all of those punches he threw.
And Holyfield goes back to the right-hand lead. It's been the only weapon which has been consistently good to him tonight.
Don't rest. Rest with your jab. Bowe should be taking that kind of advice.
Look at Holyfield. What a warrior. Reversing the tide of the battle. The champion now has Bowe wobbling. And he lands a right hand. Everybody in the Thomas and Mack Center on their feet.
It doesn't bother Bowe because he knows he was only resting at that point. Evander Holyfield has got a heart.
If he weighs 205, his heart weighs about 204.
This is an amazing show, guys. I don't think he can win the fight at this rate. But just to have recovered from that beating is astonishing, I think, to most of us at ringside.
If he can, Bo goes right back to the left jab, start all over, forget he's knocked this guy almost out, go back to the left jab, start everything off. It can all happen again.
This round should be greeted with a standing ovation at the end. You've seen the best of both men. A right hand by Holyfield, and another. Round 10 continues after the bell.
Let's take a look, folks, because what you saw in this round, it doesn't get much better than this. Holyfield staggering into the corner. Bo after him, the young man. But that conditioning and those recuperative powers, how can you believe that a fellow who looks like this in the first minute and a half is going to dominate the second minute and a half of the round?
Because Riddick Bowe threw every little punch and mile of road work away.
Now let's take a look at Holyfield coming back. What a thoroughbred that man is. I don't know if he's got enough to mount a stretch run. And
he turned him from a different angle and hit him with an uppercut and a left hook. I watched Eubanks, and he was gulping the water, drinking mouthfuls of water, and that's a sign of a very tired fighter. Dehydrated and exhausted.
Both these boys have fought like warriors tonight.
You know, this fight game is all about preparation and tactics. And Watson has done both absolutely perfectly. And there's no question that I knew that a couple of months ago he was working. And I did say to Chris, get on the roads and start working, because, you know, Watson's going to be in shape for this next one. He said, leave it to me, mate. I know what I'm doing. Well, he hasn't done it right, and Watson certainly has. He's prepared extremely well, and he's carried out the right tactics. He took chances in coming forward like this, but it's paid off for him. And I don't think that Eubanks has the power to knock him out at this stage. I think
not anymore. Not anymore.
The question now is whether or not he can last these last two rounds.
I think he will, but I can't see him winning. I've got him going into this round. I had him 3 rounds behind Chris Eubank, of course, that is.
That's the way Watson tucks up that shoulder in tight when he comes in. That's a good right hand. Oh my God! He has him in big trouble. Has he got the energy to finish him? Watson's in big trouble here. Eubanks is on a roll here. This is it. This is his only chance. He's got to take it.
Desperate trouble right over us.
Eubanks got to take it now.
Watson shakes his head. He says, "You haven't hurt me." But he has been hurt. Eubank pouring it on. They're both nearly out of the ring. Amazing. Is that Eubank's last hurrah, I wonder? Here comes Watson.
It looks like it. He put a lot of energy into that one, and he's absolutely exhausted. The one time that he came forward, Dave, he had the success. He had that beautiful right hand, and he really hurt Watson, but Watson's coming rolling back here again.
But Watson will not be denied.
Absolutely not. Not tonight. Tonight's his night, Dave. I'll tell you, he's really hurting Eubanks here. And Eubanks looks on the verge of being stopped. And it's not from being hurt. He's just knackered. He's tired. He's exhausted. His legs are going.
What a round. What a round. He's down. He's straight up. There is a mandatory 8. No, there is not. Back he comes. Oh, he's got Watson down. I don't believe this. Watson is gone. He's
out
rocking.
Completely, Dave.
There's the bell.
Unbelievable. I can't believe it. Watson is out on his feet. I don't know if Chris has got the strength to finish it. They're both exhausted. It was down to recuperating pads now. I think more of Watson than Eubank, because Watson is completely out.
Well, Barry, what do you say about that round? Unbelievable.
I cannot believe it. What a round. Barry Hearn's in the corner here with Eubanks trying to motivate him. He is so tired. I just couldn't believe it. Pulled it out of the blue. This is the right hand to start off with, I think. Watson, this is where Watson actually put Eubanks down. There was a legitimate knockdown. I was about to say that.
Good shot.
All of a sudden, he nailed Watson with the uppercut.
Now,
Watch this, bang, right on the chin. What a punch. Unbelievable.
There is 3 minutes of mayhem before us now. Watson still looks groggy.
Watson is really groggy here.
And now we go round 13, the unlucky number. Maybe. Walcott plainly is intent on staying away now. Be careful. There's the right hand, Walcott. And Rocky Marciano is the heavyweight champion of the world. Rocky Marciano. And the new heavyweight champion of the world, Rocky Marciano.
some pumpiness on the face of Dwight Muhammad Cowie. His eyes reddened from the blows leveled on him by this 23-year-old bronze medalist from the LA Olympics of '84, Evander Holyfield. We are told that they are resuming play at the NCR in Ohio for the U.S. Women's Open of Golf. You will see highlights of the conclusion of the third round and the fourth and final round on ABC Sports coverage of the U.S. Women's Open of Golf tomorrow. Betsy King again the leader at 3 under. We are in the 14th round. King had played through the 14th hole. Holyfield covering up along the ropes. Lou Duva, his manager, trying to screen for him to slide away. Move away from Cowie. He can really register damage in this close.
But Dwight is just not throwing. We talked earlier about the extra weight that he's carrying, and I really think that's a factor. I just don't think he's able to carry this weight.
They're trading some heavy body punches here. Holyfield's eyes have that fire.
Yeah, you can see he now knows that the stamina is not a problem. He is officially a professional fighter. He can go these 14, and he will be able to go the 15 rounds. And trust me, that was a tremendous question in his mind. He may not admit it, but until you've done it, you don't know you can do it.
Cowie's right blocked by Holyfield. And still the pursuit. Unrelenting coming towards Holyfield throughout this entire fight. Holyfield taking a moment to glance over at the directions of Lou Duva.
And Lou Duva did one thing. He shot his left hand out 4 times. He wants him to jab and stay away. Keep his distance, not let Cowie get into range.
Last minute of the 14th.
It's really just been the same thing, Al, since about the 5th or 6th round. 2 men trading, the younger man being the busier, the more active, and scoring the more punches. Both men showing unbelievable courage and determination.
We're wrapping up 14 great rounds of boxing. The 15th is up next, live in Atlanta.
Referee Arthur McCanty has them touch gloves, something they've been doing all night. Now, Muhammad Ali's going to go boxing again. And Frazier gets in to nullify that attack. Step back, says the referee. Time is important here. He's a well-conditioned athlete. However, he is real tired. Frazier smartly goes for the body when Muhammad Ali covers up. 2 minutes to go in the fight. 2 minutes. The crowd, needless to say, is in a bedlam. Oh, what a shot! If Joe had followed that up, he would have finished it. Muhammad Ali has never taken such a battering. Frazier is just pot-shotting him now. 1 minute left. Look for a last-minute flurry by Muhammad Ali. Less than a minute to go. Muhammad Ali gamely fights back. And Ali again makes the clinch. Remember, the scoring is on a rounds basis. Frazier is tired, and his eyes are closing. Half a minute to go. Frazier has won the big rounds, the 11th and the 15th, at least up to now. Frazier has the man in the corner. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. We'll have an interview with the winner and maybe with the loser. Here it is.
Round is over. I'm going to show you that knockout again. I'm going to show you that knockdown again. There it goes. The same left hook. The same left hook, and down goes Ali. Down goes Ali. Knocked down again, and immediately he's up on his feet, indicating the courage he has.